You know what? I didn't get a thing. Not one doggone thing. Hey everybody, I'm back. Still celebrating. Yep, still celebrating. It is the 16th of December, and I'm going to try to remember some things about when I was 16. My 16th birthday. I did not have a party. That I remember. I don't remember if I had gotten anything. I don't remember. I remember I was of working age and I started working. I actually was working before I turned 15, 16. Um, I remember turning 16. I remember, you know what I did? My mom baked me a brown sugar pound cake. That's my favorite. I do not like icing. I do not. I remember growing up as a little child, and mama would had two cakes for my birthday. I was a February baby. My sisters, they were spring babies. I was a winter baby. And so the weather was pretty decent when it came to their birthdays. When it came to my birthday, during the 70s and early 80s, we still had plenty of snow during that time. And so a lot of times my birthday parties would be either canceled or postponed. And as I became a teen, I had less and less parties. I didn't really have any parties. I don't remember having a 16th birthday party, but my mom did fix a really, really nice dinner for me that Sunday. We didn't, I don't think we had anywhere to sing, my sisters and I, because remember in other videos I told you that we were a singing group, a family singing group called the Braxton Girls. And I don't think we sang anywhere that Sunday. So my mom had fixed me what I wanted, and it's hard for to get bluefish that time of the year where I grew up. That's my favorite fish, bluefish. And if we were closer to the Tidewater area where the ocean is, we can get it all year round. But being that we weren't, we only got it during the summer because the fish markets in our town, that was the only time they would get it. And I love it because it's very, very meaty. It's very thick. It's very meaty. And so it felt like you really had a piece of meat, like you really, really had a piece of meat because it was thick. And so during the summer is when she would have to actually fix my birthday. She would actually have to postpone my birthday meal that I actually wanted during the summer when she could get bluefish. But she would do an alternative for me during February when it was my birthday. And usually I would choose something like barbecue ribs or hamburger and gravy. Some people call it Salisbury steak, but it's just hamburger and gravy with onions. Or sometimes I wanted beef liver and onions. I love that. Um, but yeah, she would do an alternative meal for me. And sometimes she would bake the cake, sometimes she wouldn't. Most time, because she was tired trying to support three girls on her own. And so working and all of that stuff. So I understood. And then I was working too. So she did less for me because I was working, because I wanted to help her out. That was one of my codependency things that I'll talk about in another video. Um, I wanted to do for myself. I wanted to take the stress off of her, and she just focused on my sisters, and I take care of me. And it was my birthday, but that was my gift to her that she didn't have to really do for me like she had been. And so that was hard for her to take because she had been doing for me. She really had a hard time with that. But she grew into enjoying having extra money to do for the other two. But yeah, my 16th birthday, I don't really remember getting anything. I really don't. I don't remember getting a doggone thing. I don't think I got anything. Um, she did fix an alternative meal, but that was it. I don't remember anything else. I think my grandparent, not my grandmother, my grandfather, um, he gave me $5. Back then, $5 went a long ways. You could do a lot with $5. So I would put that into my savings account because I had a little savings account. I was always saving money. I loved saving money. I still do. Um, but yeah, my birthdays, like I said, the parties became less and less as I aged because mama was working more because we were older and we had more needs. So she had to work. So yeah, it was a little downer, but I understood. And that's the reason why I wanted to work. So she didn't have to work so hard. But she still ended up having to work so hard because my sisters and I were close in age. It's me. And then a year and a half later, the next one came. And then 10 months later after that one, the next one came. So yeah. Um, yeah, that's how my birthdays went. Now, when I was younger and we had birthday parties for me, my cousin who's older than me on my dad's side, we were close then. um, Sherry, our favorite thing to do was to play Jack Rocks. That's what we would do. We would be in the kitchen floor because everywhere in the house had carpet. So we would be on the kitchen floor playing Jack Rocks. They would push the tables back so we could play Jack Rocks. And they loved watching us play Jack Rocks. And she would come over. If it didn't snow, she would come over. Aunt Sandra would bring her and Lil Kenny over, and we would play Jack Rocks. While my younger sister and Lil Kenny, they would play something else. But Sherry and I would play Jack Rocks almost the entire time until our parents was like, okay, y'all play something else with the younger ones. So they felt included. But yeah, that was one of my favorite rituals that we did. We would get together and we would play Jack Rocks. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what I remember from my 16th birthday. But I ended up talking about some other ones too. But yeah, that was a great memory. It really was. Jack Rocks. I'm going to have to call Sherry. Talk to you later.